Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to my evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. Take a look at this photo right here. 2 shot, 1 arrested after shooting during wedding at Pelham Church, officials say. Wedding guests subdue suspect before officers arrive, police say. Let's take a listen into the press conference that happened.
Do you need a new roof but think you can't afford it? Our average customer pays $7,500 for a total roof replacement, and we have finance plans with payment options under $150 per month. Call today. Century Roofing, we've got you covered.
We continue to follow breaking news this afternoon. A suspect is in custody after a shooting this morning at a church in Pelham. Authorities are speaking now at the police department. Let's listen in.
Anybody else that has to get set up? Okay.
Can you just say your name before we start?
Yes. Everybody good? Okay, good afternoon. My name is Chief Joseph Rourke of the Pelham, New Hampshire Police Department. My last name is R-O-A-R-K. Thank you all for coming, and I appreciate you sticking with us, being moved from spot to spot. I'm going to offer a preliminary statement on today's incident at the New England Pentecostal Church. After that, the New Hampshire Attorney General's office will be answering questions and offer a more detailed statement later today. Today, at 10:12 a.m., the Pelham Police Department received a call for an active shooter at the New England Pentecostal Church at 955 Bridge Street, Pelham, New Hampshire. Responding officers arrived within 3 minutes of the call. Upon arrival, a wedding was occurring at the church, and the police officers discovered a suspected shooter being detained and subdued by the guests of the wedding. They placed that individual into custody and arrested him. They then noticed 2 victims were suffering from gunshot wounds. They rendered medical aid to those 2 individuals. Those 2 individuals were transported from the scene by the Pelham Fire Department ambulances. The suspect was brought to our station at the Pelham Police Department.
Okay, and there you go on some of the press conference hearing. Wedding guest helped subdue a man after a shooting at a church Saturday morning in Pelham, police said. Authorities responded to the New England Pentecostal Ministries on Bridge Street just after 10 a.m. 2 people suffered gunshot wounds and were hospitalized, according to Pelham Police Chief. A 3rd person suffered unspecific injuries and was taken to a hospital, police said. No deaths have been reported in connection with the shooting. Guests of the wedding tackled and subdued the shooter, who was arrested and taken to the Pelham Police Department. Officials said guests who subdued the suspect suffered minor injuries. Police said the shooter arrived at the scene after the wedding begun. Pelham Police Chief said the church underwent active shooter training within the past year. The State Police Major Crime Unit and the New Hampshire Attorney General's Office are involved in the investigation. Bridge Street was opened for a time after the shooting, but as of 1:15, the road is closed. Drivers should avoid the area as it is a very active scene. A celebration of life memorial service for Luis Garcia was set for noon. Garcia, 60, was shot and killed earlier this month. He served as a minister at this church for 6 years. It's not known if the shooter was connected to the planned memorial service. The NYPD Counterterrorism Bureau indicated in a tweet that it is following the developments of the shooting in Pelham. And that does it for my evening news report right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another news report. Good night and bye, everyone.